Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Big Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday night. I'm doing okay, recovering from dinner. I made dinner for me and the boys. I made chicken Alfredo, and then I ate too much. So my stomach's hurting a little bit, but I'll be okay. I shouldn't have ate it so fast. I think I probably ate it too fast. But that's how it goes. What have I been doing? I apologize for the lack of videos this week. I just been going through a little bit of mental struggles, but I'm battling back. Of course, you know I always battle back, and I will be fine. The weather's been kind of playing mean tricks on us here with the rain, and so me and Maggie haven't been able to get out and go walking for the last few days. And so that's kind of put a bit of a wet blanket on me and her personalities. And of course, she's still not house trained. And so I'm waking up with having to clean up after her. And that's just not something you really want to have to do when your feet first hit the floor in the morning, is have to clean up after a dog. And well, that's what I've had to do the last 2 mornings. And that's kind of put a damper on my moods. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but it doesn't do much for my moods. And then she put a hole in a blanket that I had to fix. Let's see, I had just found this a second ago. I don't know, I just found it a minute ago. Anyway, this blanket, she put a hole in it. Let me find it again. I may have. Anyway, I'm not going to go over it too much, but just to say, she put a hole in it, and I had to fix that. And I just heard the raccoon on the back porch. I don't know, but I know some of y'all live out in the country, and that's probably not that big a deal to y'all, but there's about a 25-pound raccoon. It's a big, fat raccoon that lives in these backyards here. And I guess he's a neighborhood raccoon, but I've seen it on my back porch, and I just heard it back there. I'm assuming that's what I heard. I heard rattling and stuff. He got mad. I heard it out there mad one night. You could hear it when it was, because it was stomping back and forth, and it was just mad. You know when something's mad. It sounded mad. It was stomping around like it was mad right after they fixed the roof, because they closed up a lot of areas when they replaced the roof. They replaced a lot of rotten wood under the roof and under the shingles and in the eaves of the all the way around this place. They closed up a lot of holes, and probably places that little old fatty McFatterson raccoon was probably, hiding in some of those places to keep warm. And well, now that all of that's been closed up, where's he going to keep warm at? Well, that's not my problem. I'm not concerned about the raccoon. Matter of fact, I have been toying with the idea of calling animal control and seeing if they will bring me a trap to trap the raccoon and relocate his butt somewhere else. I could take him out to the country and relocate him and let him be somebody else's problem. Can you imagine that city raccoon? I can just see the city raccoon. I get him all caught up, right? And he's caught and he's in a trap. And I put him in the back of the van with a tarp over the trap, and I ride him out to the country, deep into the country. Somewhere where there's water, somewhere near a lake, where he can have water and everything, fish and all that good stuff. And then I open the trap and shush him out. Dude will freak out. He would turn around and look at me like, what is this? This is the raccoon talking. What have you done to me? I'm a city raccoon. What am I supposed to do out here in these woods? What am I supposed to eat? I cannot go to Mrs. Johnson's and eat her cat's food. I cannot go raid Mrs. Jackson's trash can out here in these here woods. What am I supposed to do in these here woods? What am I going to eat? And I'm just going to say, get on, little doggy. Deal with it. Then I'll get that trap, put it back in my van, and come on back to the city and leave him out there. He'll figure it out. He's a wild animal. Right. Figure it out, little doggy. Bye. Bye, Felicia. If you know, you know, okay? Bye, Felicia. Yeah, well, you know. But yeah, I got to get rid of that raccoon. I got to get rid of him. I got to get a cat trap or something and get rid of him. Because Miss Thing over here, she gets rattled every time he's back there rattling the back porch, and she gets all alert and everything, like, what's back there, Mama? What's back there? I hear it. And I just don't want my pretty little black dog to go toe-to-toe with a raccoon, because I'm afraid it might hurt her. It might hurt my girl, and that would not be good. But I'm going to pause here because I have a little clip of all the Jubilee blanket squares spread out on my bed. I got all the squares done yesterday. All the ends taken care of and everything. I did do a 36 square. Because someone had the bright idea of me doing 2 blankets with 18 squares each, even. And then I showed her a picture of all them squares laid out on my bed in the original configuration that was in here. And she's like, no, you have to make the big blanket. She said it has to be the big blanket. That's too pretty like that. And I was like, okay. And then she and I talked about what I would do with that 36 square pillow. It'll be a pillow. I'll make another square the same size, probably in red, and just make a pillow. Makes sense? Makes sense. Make a decorative pillow for my bed. Yes. Doesn't that make sense? Makes perfect sense. But I'm going to pause here and insert that clip, and I'll be right back with you. Hey, y'all. So this is what 35 squares spread out on my bed looks like. No, young lady, you do not get up there right now. Anyway, I had to get Johnny's help because those in the far corner over there, I could not reach and get straightened up properly. But this is, what that looks like before I even sew them together. I have an extra one just in case I decide to do 2 blankets with 18 squares each. I do have that option available to me. And now comes the question, do I attach them with the bright red color, which is this color here, like I originally thought of doing, or do I do black or attach them with this gold color? So I hadn't quite decided yet. That's my color choices for sewing them together is either black, this bright red, or this color, this gold color. So I hadn't decided. Please put your comments in the comment section and tell me what your choice would be based on this color combination here. See, we got, this is a gold color, this is an emerald color, This is a bright ruby color. This would be the representative of sapphire. And here's another darker red color, also cranberry. And here is my purple color, which would be, if we're going by jewel tones, amethyst. So anyway, so we can either outline it in black, gold, or more red, because as you can see, my sheets are red. So anyway, so I hadn't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to take a break from these squares for a day or two and ponder my decision. See there? One very large Jubilee blanket. So the plan is, I got that big red, I got another skein just like this of red, of the bright red. It's yes, this color, because this is all I got out of the first skein of the bright red. But I got another whole big skein of this, and I'm gonna use this to connect all the squares, and then I'm gonna go around a couple of, maybe 1 or 2 rows of this, and then I'm going to finish it with a row of black, just to give it a nice finish. And that's all I'm gonna do. I was going to maybe put a row of the gold on the outside, but after laying them all out like I did, I thought the yellow might take away from the overall look of it. That and Eva said it would. And sometimes you gotta listen to what your besties say, because they have the best ideas. So, and I like taking feedback from besties, because sometimes they have better ideas than my own, and I like her idea better than mine, so we're going with hers. And yeah, I don't think any more gold on the outside is going to enhance the overall look of it. I think going with red on a couple of rows of red on the outside and then 1 row of black will pull it all together, with red as being because when I look at this one, this is the Ode to God blanket, in case some of y'all forgot. When I look at the back of this one to see what I used to connect the squares of this one, I just used this blue color. And when you look at the front of it, you can't even tell what color I used. So I'm just going to use the red, and you won't even be able to tell. So it'll be fine. Fine. But yeah. My little puppy. And here it is. Here it is. I had to do a patch job. You see that? You see how crooked that looks now? There was a hole in this yesterday. After I pulled it out of the dryer, I went to go throw it over the bed, and I noticed a big hole about that big. And I was like, so I got my handy dandy yarn needle and a little bit of blue yarn left over from the Jubilee blanket, and I did a little surgery. So it's all fixed now, and she's forgiven, because she's still a puppy, and we'll forgive her. We'll forgive her because we love her. I just wish she would potty train. But I did work a little bit on the Vortex blanket today. I put, well, a little bit since y'all saw it last. Since y'all saw it last, I finished all of the 6 cakes. The first revolution of all the 6 cakes, that ended right here. That ended right here. So let me fold that back, and then I'll show y'all how that ended up being. So this is the first, and that's how that ended up. And then I started over again, and this is how we are. Now what I did today is I did these 4 rows in the neon rainforest, and then I added this green here, and then I went through and tucked in all the extra ends that were on both sides, because honestly, I was tired of looking at that. And I didn't want to wait till the end of the blanket to do it, because that's not how I do things. I don't wait till the end of things to tuck in ends. I kind of go halfway and then I tuck in ends, and then I go the rest of the way and tuck in, and just kind of do it as I go. That way I'm not stuck at the end of the project. I did some in tucking with the Jubilee blanket squares. I kind of did like the first half of the rows, because I did like 12 rows on each square. So I did like the first half. I dealt with the ends on the first half of the rows, and then I dealt with the second half of the rows on the ends. And so that's how I did that, because what I kept doing was crocheting over the ends. So all I had to do was zap them with a little fabric glue. I put fabric glue on the knots, because when I go to connect the yarn in between spaces, I would just use a slip knot and chain up 3, and then I would crochet over my tail, and but anyway, I just with the tiniest of drops, I like to hit my knots with a little bit of fabric glue. It always gives me that little bit of peace of mind that my stuff's not going to come undone in the washer or ever. I don't like the thought of my stuff coming undone. I don't like it at all. It makes me a nervous wreck to think of my crochet stuff coming undone. So I hit it with a tiny little dot of fabric glue. Like this whole bottle will last me like a year or longer, probably longer than that. I'll still be using this next year, the same bottle, because that's how little I use. So if that tells you anything. And I have another brand new bottle of this over there in my cart over there somewhere. Yeah, because I bought 3 bottles at one time, and I'm only on the second one, and I just started using this one, and that was like 2.5 years ago. Yeah, but it's good stuff. I got it off Amazon. It's not that expensive, and it does gives you peace of mind, and it dries clear. You don't even see it, and you don't even realize that you've done it, because you can't see it or touch or feel it. It just keeps your stuff together. And I got that tip from Tiffany Hansen. If y'all watch her Crocheting with Tiffany Hansen, she's the one that I learned that off of. She does that with her blankets. So, and this is just regular Aquafina water, which is primarily what I drink these days, unless I occasionally drink a Diet Mountain Dew or a sugar-free Red Bull sometimes. Of course I drink tea and hot herbal tea and coffee. And I did find some sugar-free Hills Brothers sugar-free cappuccino at Walmart. I did. I found some sugar-free cappuccino, instant cappuccino at Walmart. They have it in French vanilla and double mocha. That made me really happy, because this girl likes cappuccino. Yes, because you don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to add creamer or anything to it. You just put a couple of tablespoons in your cup, and put some hot water in there. You don't have to do anything else to it. It's everything in one mix. It's perfect. Yes. Caffeine. I run on caffeine and determination. I told that to Johnny the other day. We were doing something, and he says, "Where do you find the energy?" And I said, "It's caffeine and determination." Yep. Lots of caffeine and a bit of determination. Even though lately it's been lacking, not being able to buy the yarn I want to buy, and that sort of thing. It makes you feel a little sad, all these panic buying videos that you see folks having, and I'm like, Not that I need the yarn. I don't need the yarn. I really don't. But I miss being able to buy it. But hopefully that'll solve itself before too long. I hope so anyway. I hope so. I thought about I thought about doing DoorDash just so I could buy more yarn. But I don't want to put the wear and tear on my van or myself, because with all the back trouble I've been having lately, I was like, no, you're physically not able to do that. Even just cleaning up after my dog and cooking supper today, and I did a little bit of house cleaning stuff, and my back is just toast. So I know very well that I cannot go get me no kind of little part-time job, because my back just ain't up to it. It just ain't. You would think after losing 200 pounds that my back would be better, but it ain't. It is not. I need to find out if my insurance will pay for a chiropractor. I think maybe my back is out of whack. And so I think I might make that call tomorrow and find out if they pay for chiropractors, and just go get evaluated by one if possible. If I can go get evaluated by one and have them check me out, and if there's something they could do to realign it and get me some relief, that would be great. Because I can't help but think that that's part of the problem, because I went from in 2021 the doc said I was at 436, and now I'm at as of today 227. So that's a lot. That's a lot. So my body's probably I would think my back is a little out of whack over that. So maybe I just need some adjustments. And if that's a possibility, then maybe I can get some relief that way, and maybe give me some more mobility that I'm not having right now. Mobility seems to be an issue for me right now, and even the light walking that I've been doing with Maggie, I'm starting to get twinges in my sciatic nerve on the left side, and I'm like, what is why? I have muscle relaxers that I have to take at night because of my back already. But yeah, I've been noticing the last couple of walks that she and I went on that left side sciatic nerve has been on the walk back, on the trip, right there toward the end of the walk, that sciatic nerve will start twinging and whinging, and I'm like, what the heck? Why all of a sudden is this bothering me? So I can't help but think that maybe I just need some adjustment, and maybe that'll relieve that. Maybe something's pinching somewhere. I don't know, but I gotta find some relief. I really do, because I don't want to have to stop what I have planned. I don't want this to put a monkey wrench in my spring plans. I have plans on cleaning my yard up, and finding some above ground planters for vegetables, and finding me some yard furniture, and fixing up the backyard to be able to sit back and relax in, and having my own little backyard oasis. I don't want, that's my plan, for the spring and summer, and I just don't want my back to derail me. But this past week my back has really been bad. So I got to figure out a way to get that better, or I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. I don't know, but it's not fun. Anyway, I guess I decided with the Jubilee blanket that I would take a day or two off from fooling with it, and then I would get to sewing the squares together. So I'll probably do that over the weekend. I will sew some squares together. But tonight I think I'm going to work on the Vortex blanket, or this down here that I got started. I got it down here in front of me. I picked it up right before I started cooking. But I got smaller projects that I could work on, just to kind of work on while I'm watching TV. So I'm going to get progress on this Vortex blanket. I want to get it done before too long. But look at all this yarn still yet to go on that blanket. There's a lot of yarn left to go on that blanket, so it's going to be pretty long. I mean, it'll be a pretty good sized blanket by the time I'm done with it. I may have to just start doing more rows than 4 per round. I don't know. I may just go out of sync with it or something. I don't know. I'm trying to stay with the pattern that I've started with it, and stick with the overall theme and pattern that I've started with, and keep to that. But you never know what I'm gonna do. It's supposed to be an art piece, right? So the art pieces can be abstract. Anyway, that's about all I got for tonight. I just wanted to come and visit with y'all and share with you the progress on a couple of projects, and let you know what's been going on with me. While I haven't done so many videos this week, I do apologize. Hopefully I can get back on track for February. This has been kind of a rough month due to the cold and just me trying to do things other than YouTube. And so I don't want to make any, empty promises, but I'm going to try to do better and try to incorporate other things into these videos as I come across them anyway. But I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I will try to get with y'all tomorrow as well. I was considering doing a live, but my back got all jacked up this evening, and I just didn't think I could be as energetic and engaging as I would like to be during my lives. So I decided to do videos instead. So I hope that's all right with y'all. And as soon as I feel up to a live, I will do one. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll just have to wait and see how I feel tomorrow. Maybe if I can go get me a Red Bull. Maybe I'll be energetic then, huh? Anyway, please know that I love you, and so does Jesus. And of course, please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. And I will see y'all later. Bye.